Hey guys, it's James. We are back, and I've done the exact same thing I did last week. I did most of this recording, and then I realized my mic was on mute. Fuck. Anyway, but look, we had a good week. Finally, it's good to bounce back after a couple of weeks of just going negative and breaking even. We've finally been able to bounce back, and I hope you guys have been using that same offer that we were suggesting last week, where if you want to use two bookies, so I've been using Ladbrokes and Neds because Ladbrokes offer a refund for your same game multi if one leg fails once per day. So I like to use it for the early Saturday game, which is actually coming up. The Saturday game today, it was Hawks versus St Kilda. So I want to use it for that one. And then for Neds, I might use it for maybe that game or the second game, but you can use the token. So just in case you redeem your the same game multi offer for the first game, that means the rest of your Saturday games, you're kind of going in with no backup. But for Neds, you can use the token for the following games for that Saturday. So it's a good way with the bookie to just have that extra little bit of protection with the same game multis, just so you're covered on more bases. That really helped me out a lot. I hope you guys have been using the same thing. I've just been sticking to the two bookies, Ladbrokes and Neds, because it's kind of sometimes too much for me if I've got too many bookies and I'm with Sportsbet or Tab or whatever the heck. I kind of just like the two for now. It's easier for me to keep track. And this number is it's actually harder to keep track of now because I've got the two bookies, but I'm just including the bets I do in the video and then the ones I talk about. And the ones I talk about are usually I do one sort of big bet for each game, which will be $50. If it's not $50, it might be $25 just because I'm not as confident in the game, but that's usually the strategy. So I usually have one bet per game, one big bet per game, sometimes with a couple of extras, but I usually like to just sort of keep it to one, just to utilize the same game multi. So if we go to our first game Thursday night, sorry about this. I couldn't post this because I was stuck at work, so I didn't even get to do an Excel spreadsheet for this. But yeah, everyone was great for this. Crouch has only missed one game this year, and that was by one posie. So for 25, he's been fantastic. Bergman has been super consistent of late. If he misses, it's usually by one or two posies, as you probably saw from the Port Geelong game the other night. We're not going to talk about round 9. This is just round 8. So all the round 9 games, that'll be for next video. Drew has been great. Mitch Hinge was probably, I don't have the price. I didn't write down his price, but he would have only been probably under $1.10. You'll see in 2 bets time, you'll actually see one of the mistakes I do. So I kind of like the half backers because they get a lot of footy. I'll just talk about it now. The Sydney GWS game on Saturday. So that could have been a good one, but I fucking included Nick Blakey, who was $1.03. The odds were $3, right? So I really like those $3 odds. It was the same odds for I'm trying to get the $3 odds for most of the games. But I'll tell you what, I got greedy. So my odds were probably about $2.85 or $2. Yeah, it would have been about that. Nick Blakey was $1.03 for 15 posies. He's hit 10 out of his last 10 games. And I was like, yep, that's a certainty. I'll just put him in to get it to $3. What happens? Dane Rampy's back, gets 24 posies. Nick Blakey looks timid, doesn't want to go near the ball after quarter time. So he did play really good against Freo last night. But again, we're not talking about round 9. But how fucking annoying. I always say don't include anyone under $1.10 because it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. And I don't listen to my own advice, so I hope you guys are. But yeah, so that would have been the Saturday game. So we would have got a bonus bet for that we could have taken into the rest of the Saturday. And that's what I'm talking about, right? So this was the first game of the Saturday, and I've already got my same game bonus bet. So I will use that bonus and I'll put it in whatever following game on the Saturday. But now, for the rest of the Saturday, I have no cover. But if I go over to Neds, I can use a same game multi-token refund thing for the next game or whatever game I choose to bet on, right? But that's what I'm saying. The first game of the Saturday, I had already claimed my offer. So that's why it's been really good to have the two bookies that we use. Anyway, let's backtrack to the Carlton-Collingwood game on Friday night for round 8. Braden Maynard missed for the first time this year, and he's been great, so I can't really hold it against him if he just misses one game. We'll just remember him for this week. Zach Williams, I'm kind of That's the second time he's been subbed off, and he got subbed off on 14 posies. And I don't know if you guys remember the Freo Carlton game. He got his 15th posie and like did his ankle and got taken off. He wasn't subbed off, he just got taken off. So it's been, I think, 3 games minimum. I don't know if there's been any more, I've forgotten, where he's just been taken off in like the last quarter. And I'm almost over it. If he's paying good odds, I might consider it, but Mitch McGovern is now back, so I prefer McGovern. But yeah, Zach Williams, I tell you what, he's just made of glass or something. He's just always an injury concern. Bobby Hill, Dacos, Akers, they were fine. I would have actually taken Blake Akers for 20 because he's been on fire, but I took him for 15 just to keep it to $3 odds. But there you go. My Friday night bet didn't even get the bonus bet offer because Zach Williams would have hit, but you know, what good is would have if he just keeps getting injured? So one injury I'm willing to look past, like, you know, but when it's been happening constantly and consistently where he's been taken off in the last quarter, a little bit of concern there. So, sorry, that's the Sydney game, the first one of the Saturday, which we talked about, which I'm just telling, avoid the under $1.10s. I don't listen to my own advice. That was the Saturday game, the first one. Then we go to St Kilda North. Sorry if I'm talking very fast. I've recorded this once before and my mic was on mute, so I hope to God, yep, it looks like I've got the levels. You should be able to hear me, but sorry if I'm speaking fast and whizzing through this. St Kilda North, I wasn't that confident in this game. I didn't find much value, hence why I only bet $25 and the low odds. So this was kind of just cashing in my certainties. I really liked Jai Simpkin for 15, and he was fine. He just got it. Mason Wood, I loved. I bet on him so much last year, and yeah, he looked fantastic. So I'm going to remember him for this week. He's just great on the wing there. Does so much running, up and back, does a lot of cover, just gets the footy. I like Mason Wood. And see, he's someone I'm willing to bet on, even though he got concussed early in the year, that awful injury. That's a one-off injury. He's not like Zach Williams, where I'm like, oh, fuck, he's going to get taken off. Mason Wood's been fantastic. LDU, I was very cautious because he only just missed his target. Same with, this is actually a very cautious bet. The only person I'm kind of worried about is Simpkin. Everything else was very cautious there. Hence why it was only $2. But anyway, let's go on to the Melbourne Geelong game. Yeah, I remember this game. Far out. So in the YouTube comments of my last video, let me just shout out really quick. So if I go to this one, my last video, yeah, Crossy Reviews Adelaide had the exact same problem. Dude, I got burnt by Tanner Bruin, but again, it was kind of a once-off injury for him. He was on 9 disposals at halftime. He tried playing the third, but then they subbed him off. So, damn, that really sucks. But, you know, we got our... Actually, yeah, that's with Ned. So we would have got our same game refund token or whatever the heck. So, super annoying that that happens, but you do everything else so right. Like, I liked Guthrie, although his odds are really shortening. He's still getting the footy, but he's teetering in, you know, orange category now. Jeremy Cameron, again, great for 15 posies. Even Jeremy Cameron had a stinker, right? I don't think he kicked a goal. He had awful set shots, but he gets pushed up the ground and he gets the footy. These key forwards, Jeremy Cameron has been doing great this year. Joe Danaher is getting up, getting the footy. And Charlie Curnow against, who was it on Thursday? Against Melbourne. Yeah, he had 16 posies against Melbourne, Charlie Curnow, because he came up the ground. He was even marking it in Melbourne's defensive 50. These key full forwards who are like certainties for goals, who will pay like $1.02, completely not worth it. But if you look at their disposals, they're actually getting a lot of the footy. Like someone who I'm looking at, but they're teetering on being a good option. It's like Aaron Norton. He's getting like 12, 13, 14 posies recently. I'm like, oh, he's getting up there a bit for getting the footy. Anyway, the point is, these players who no one bets on really for posies, they're doing great to get 15, and I don't give a shit if they kick a goal or not, because those key forwards I'm never going to bet on anyway. I don't like betting on someone for like more than one, for 2 goals or more. I only like 1 goal, and I never bet on them for 1 goal. So anyway, that's someone to consider for those full forwards. Neil Bullen's great. Holmes has been good. Yeah, everyone else in there has been fine. The next game was West Coast. Oh, Essendon. That's right. Ben Hobbs was listed sub. We get our money back. Is what it is. Everyone else there was great. Nick Martin, again, is just... I don't think he's got below 25 this year. Liam Duggan is getting a lot of the footy in the back line because that's where the ball is going to be for West Coast. Oh, so we used our bonus bet from one of the other games. Just claimed this. It was kind of a safe one. What I've been doing is for a lot of the players who I think will hit their target, like Darcy Parish is back, and I think like he's pretty good for 25. I kind of just take a step down. I'm like, all right, he's good for 20. McGrath, great for 20. Just took a step down for 15. These bonus bets, you should really only look at like $2 to $3 at max. Like you should really just be looking to get your money back for these bonus bets. Don't be throwing it away on stupid stuff. So that was that one. Nothing super special. Sam Durham also, I think he's had like 4, 5 since he's concussed games. Since he got concussed, he's hit 20 disposals every time. He is just looking like a bull. He is looking great, Sam Durham. So that was the West Coast Essendon game. Again, forgive me, I'm flying through this because I want to get this out as well before the Hawthorn game very soon, but we'll see. The Freo Richmond game on Sunday, that one was fantastic. I didn't include any Richmond players because this whole year they've been not paying great because a lot of their star players are out. So all like the remaining star players like Shai Bolton, Martin, Short, they're not even paying great odds. Like because like Taranto's out. I can't even think. Oh, Dion Presti's back this week, but a lot of the people to get a lot of the disposal winners for Richmond aren't paying great at all. Like the only one I've liked recently was Nankervis, and he's their ruckman, and he missed last week actually, I think. Anyway, so I bet on all the Freo players, and that one was great. I never bet on 2 players for 25 posies, but yeah, against Richmond's midfield, I thought that was great value. Western Bulldogs Hawthorn, this one let me down. Harry Morris, I might jump off. That's twice in a row he's missed. And I never learn from my own mistakes, right? So I never include the game result unless I do some like plus 40 margin just to give me that like $1.03. I know I shouldn't do it. I still sometimes do it. The one time I include an actual game result because I thought Bulldogs there was no chance of them losing, it ruined my same game multi bonus bet odds. Same game multi refund because I got greedy and included a game result. I never include the game result. I advise you guys don't as well. I mean, it's up to you, but I never include the game result. I think I've included 2 game results this year. This one is my one. The second one was Brisbane versus, was it Carlton or Brisbane versus Freo? And they lost. Like, I'd never include the game results because I think they're certainties and they're not. I much prefer looking at the players. Speaking of the players, for the Brisbane Suns game, the last game of round 8, the over was, the over got to like $1.06. The over was at like 160 points because it was forecast rain. I live in Brisbane. There was no rain that day. And I was like, yeah, I'm good to bet the over. And I didn't want to bet like the actual $1.90 line. I just took a little bit less. I went for 140. That would have been smashed, but Brisbane kicked 20 points and can't kick a goal at all. I mean, it's good that they played well and got the win. Gold Coast didn't look near up to it, but anyway, so inaccurate in front of goal. Anyway, it's something that we shouldn't be including. We should only be including the players. Joe Danaher, another key forward, I think I mentioned him before, who's just been getting up the ground, plays so good when there's no Darcy Fort. When it's just Oscar McInerney and he has to come in and relieve the big O from a couple of hit outs, he just gets the footy. He's playing with so much confidence. And when Joe Danaher leads, like, you can just see him. He's just, I know he's so tall and he's not like that lanky anymore. Like, he's kind of built, like, when you think lanky, that's like, Eric Hipwood, who's trying, he's doing well. But yeah, Joe Danaher is a great marking target. Same as Jeremy Cameron, same as Charlie Curnow. Yeah, just keep an eye out for those guys. Darcy Wilmot has been fantastic, and I really like Jasper Fletcher. He's been playing on the wing. And just remember, for our games that we're going to bet on Brisbane Lions this week, there is a bunch of players missing. So, going through the injuries, Starcevic was out early in the game. We lost Link. We lost Ainsworth. We lost Gardner. There's 4 injuries in that game. And then we have some before. I've just forgotten now. But just keep an eye out. Like these players, like Harry Sharp and Jasper Fletcher, they were just playing really good. But to be fair, maybe it's because Gold Coast didn't show up because, as you can see, I included Matty Rao. He hadn't missed 20 all year, but yeah, they just didn't look good. I think he had like one bad quarter and it just cost him his score. So I still like Matty Rao. Eric Hipwood hasn't kicked a goal in 3 games, and I thought, because I say don't include these full forwards that are like $1.02 or under $1.10, he blew out to like $1.22. I think I got him at, or $1.20, and for Eric Hipwood, someone who kicks a goal pretty much every game, I know he's missed a couple and he's been a little bit out of form. I'm like, surely he's going to bounce back. He played okay. He got like 12 posies, but I don't think he had a scoring shot. Anyway, I'm still kind of tempted to include him again because I am a believer of the bounce back. Anyway, that's last week. So let's quickly go into this week's betting. We got to be quick. Oh, the game's in like an hour. This is probably not going to be out in time, so apologies. So let's go to our first game. Okay, so we want to go to, I haven't even got this ready, Australian rules, Hawthorn St Kilda. Let's go to Hawthorn St Kilda. All right, so 1 refund per day. So we're going to do our big bet here straight up for the first game of Saturday. Sorry I've been late as well with these, by the way, guys. I've gotten a bit of extra work hours, and I'm trying to balance it, you know, with catching up with my partner, getting work done, and trying to do these as well. So hopefully I'll have more time in future. But yeah, I like Liam Henry's back. He missed by 1 in the game he got injured, so I really like Liam Henry. Mason Wood I like regardless, and Rowan Marshall had 2 really bad stinkers, but he came back last week and got 19 posies, so I kind of like him for 20. Hit in last 6 games, 7 of 8 this year, Riley Bonner. Jai Newcomb as well is probably like, is he their leading disposal getter, or is it Warple? 23.7. Yeah, okay, so Jai Newcomb is getting, you know, this is in the last 10 games, by the way, so Jai Newcomb can have stinkers. $1.30. Surely. So if we include Jai Newcomb, we're almost at $2. Who do we have for goal kickers? Again, I keep apologizing. Sorry I'm rushing through this. Luke Bruce missed last game, and he's averaging almost 2 goals a game. Darcy Wilson, 4 out of 5. Oh, that's also tempting. I do like Rowan Marshall for 20 because he's missed in his last 3 games, and he's averaging 21 posies despite missing in his last 3. I feel like that is prime bounce back material. And against Hawthorn, who, do you remember the game? It was like Hawthorn versus, was it Gold Coast? And only 1 player got like above 20 posies. That's crazy. You know what? I'm kind of tempted to include Rowan Marshall. That game as well against Port Adelaide, where he did his knee and he just looked so, like, just had no run. But $1.82. What is that? Clear this. Rowan Marshall. Who was it? Mason Wood and Liam Henry. $2.65. And Jai Newcomb. I like that. I probably prefer that instead of a goal kicker. That's $3.50. That's pretty good for 4. Where I think Rowan Marshall will be the one to let me down. I like the others. You know, we could be safe. Oh, I really like Rowan Marshall for 20. If we were playing it safe and included Marshall for just 15. 15. Henry, Wood. And then Luke Bruce, who did miss last week. You know what? Maybe we go that instead. $1.50. It is an extra leg. That's the only thing. I hate including an extra leg. Just thinking, what if I took Henry out? But I do like it at $3. There wasn't that many other people that I like the look of here. Oh yeah, Josh Battle, he had a stretch where he missed a bunch of footy too. So if I go Battle, yeah, he had 2 stinkers in a row. Other than that, to start the year, yeah, if I look at this year, he's missed 2. You know what? Maybe I said I was going to be quick. Now I'm just pondering over this again. I do like someone who missed, which is why I like Luke Bruce. Hawthorn, I don't know whether they're going to show up or not. Like, they beat Bulldogs one week and then they get no touches the next. And what? Josh Bruce didn't kick a goal and Hawthorn kicked like 100 points? Did he... What did he kick? Josh Bruce, did he play? Wait. Josh Bruce. So I keep saying Josh. Wait, Luke Bruce. What the fuck? Why did I say Josh? I'm thinking of... wasn't there Josh, the guy who played for Doggy, St Kilda? Anyway, oh, he's only played 3 games this year, Luke Bruce. So he hasn't played for a month or longer. Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, okay, if I don't include him, then I include Marshall, Henry, Wood. I still like those 3, like, regardless. Sorry, I just closed my AFL fixture tab, which is always handy to have open on my other window. Newcomb. And then Josh Battle. Oof. Who could I take out? If I take out Henry, there we go. I do like Henry, but there's 4 legs for $3. I like Marshall. I like Wood. I like Newcomb. Battle is my concern. I don't mind having one concern, but Battle has been okay. Like, he's what, worst game was what, like 12 or 11 posies? Yeah. Nah, I'm gonna go with Battle. $3 odds, 4 legs. Love that. Okay, so that's my big bet done for that game. So if I switch over to Ned's, I think I actually already have... So what's the next game for round 9? Essendon GWS. Yeah, I already have a game for that. $3, 25 bucks. So we're going to the next game, GWS Essendon. I already have a bet. So, I mean, I could just do another one. I've got a bonus bet. I could just use that. So I may as well just do a bet on this one anyway. So I can help pick it here live. Oh, there's a couple of good ones to choose from. And, you know, I do kind of still like the orange category. Dude, Finn Callahan and Sam Durham, amazing seasons. They were great for 15 posies, but now they're way too short. I do like Harry Himmelberg, who's averaging fucking 21 posies. 10 out of 10. Get in. I'm very tempted. Only missed 2 times this year. I'm very tempted for Harry Himmelberg just for 20. You know what? I picked him up in my draft this week because Elliot Yeo is out. So I needed some cover. And I'm going to be watching him anyway. Oh, what the fuck? Harry Himmelberg. There we go. Almost bet on the wrong player. Ben Hobbs is back and he was starting the sub. He's someone else I liked. Kieran Briggs, 5 out of 6 in his last games. And surely he hits against Goldstein. Surely. Old Goldstein. There's no Draper. Like, I kind of like that one. Kieran Briggs. Oh, we've got so much to choose from. Brett Daniels, Toby Green. in the green, and Ben Hobbs missed, and I didn't include his sub score because, you know, he came on as sub. $1.55. Brett oh my god. This is my bonus bet. I said your bonus. Oh, okay, let's hold up. I like Briggs, like Himmelberg, Daniels. That's already pretty good. Fuck, why do I have all these old bets in here? Daniels, Briggs, Himmelberg. There is $25 bonus that I should get back. Oh, and I like Connor Iden too. I don't have him highlighted. I like Connor Iden. Harry Perryman has been great too. Oh, so much to pick from. I don't have any. I have one more of those covers. Okay. I'll just hide that. Okay. Brett Daniels, Kieran Briggs. You know, I'm kind of just having second thoughts. If I go Perryman, who's hit 9 out of his last 10. Kobe Green, like, surely one of these players, they will miss. I'm going to go Daniels instead. Harry Perryman, Himmelberg. I've gone a lot of GWS. And then Redmond for 15. It's the same odds, but I'm just taking out Kieran Briggs. Oh, there is a lot to pick from. Nick Martin's actually good odds too. Oh, Jake Riccardi missed last game. Dude, there's a lot to pick from. Oh, these games, I'm spoilt for choice. Some games you struggle to find like 2 good players to bet on, or even 1. There's actually a couple good ones here. I do like Riccardi. Josh Kelly, a midfielder who actually kicks goals, but it's the same, like there's, you know, only a handful. Chad Warner, Bontempelli, Dacos, Nick Martin, $1.32. Hasn't missed this year. Wow. I'll be careful of Tom Green because he got that ankle injury, so I don't know if he'll play the whole game. Lockie Whitfield had a stinker last week, so that's a bounce back. We have 2 bounce back players. You know what? I don't do what I'm doing. I like getting my money back with the bonus bets, but at the same time, only missed 2 times this year. Harry Himmelberg. Oh. Andy McGrath as well has been in amazing form. Harry Himmelberg. Kieran Briggs, Brett Daniels. Oh, I like Ben Hobbs. I like all these guys. Dude, I like all these guys over $1.40. Not Gresham. No way. I do like the rest of them. That's crazy. But I'm going to just take out Ben Hobbs because I think GWS have a great midfield. Caniglio is back. So I think I had a note for someone. Just careful that Caniglio is back. It might have been Finn Callahan. Yeah, only missed 2 games. Cogs is back. So Connor Iden, I think, yeah, is just great in defense there. I might take out... Wow, we're going to have like a $10 odds one. That is fucking bonkers. That is actually stupid. I just want to see. $200, that is... Yeah, if we just took out Briggs, I like McGrath. Whitfield will bounce back, surely. You know what? I might just take out Martin. They're going up against GWS. That's $5. I like Whitfield, McGrath, Himmelberg. What if I took out Connor Iden? You know, that's not that bad. To get $50 back. Okay, I'm keeping Connor Iden in. All right, excuse that bet. That is kind of against what I usually do, but far out. There's so many good ones to pick. I don't have another token for that one. So if I did have a token, and if I was in your guys' position and I had a chance of getting a refund, I think I would do Kieran Briggs, I think would hit. I like Connor Iden. Harry Himmelberg, I think, is free. Same as Redmond. Yeah, I think I would do that. If I did have a token, but I don't have any more left. Damn, that So many to pick from for that. That is a freaking great game. All right, we have Richmond versus Bulldogs as our next game. So I have no... Oh, do I have a... I can bet on that one. I don't have a pending bet for that, do I? GWS, St Kilda. Okay, great. So I can actually bet on that game. So... Huh? Oh, okay. So if we go to... Actually, we're going to go to Richmond Bulldogs. Is that what I said? All right, we're going to go back up. So we're going Richmond versus the Doggies. So we can bet on this game. Same game multi. Sorry, my nose is so itchy. Bailey Williams hasn't missed this year. He was great for us. I think we included him last week, but the Doggies lost, so it's obnoxious. Oh yeah, they have someone new coming in. Bailey Williams, $1.30. Get in. Jack Graham, 5 out of 5. I know Prestia is back. Jack Graham has been just consistent this year. Tim English, I do like. Lockie Bramall as well. Dion Prestia, like $1.22 when he averages almost 21 posies. I know he's injury prone. But $1.22 for the meatball? Will he get subbed? You know, I'm just going to stay away from injury players at the moment. So, yeah, I like English. Yeah, Bailey Williams, Jack Graham. Oh, you know what? Actually, something about me just... I don't like Richmond players. I do like the Doggies, who will get a lot of the footy. Bramall. Nick Vlosten for 20. 4 out of 5 in his last games. And the footy surely will be down there. Worth a punt at that price. Yeah, bit injury prone. Injury prone. Yeah, Jaden Short is too short for my liking. $1.14. No. McRae also too short. Baker, Richards. Yeah, Nick Vlosten though, $1.57. And he could be the one that I'm... Yeah, I like Bramall, English, Williams. Nick Vlosten 20 is a lot to ask. And this is a Saturday game. Have they put Dion Prestia on field? Because I'm kind of liking Prestia for 15 instead of Vlosten for 20. Lineups. Dion Prestia is named on ball. You know what? So, yeah, I think I'm going to include Prestia. I just said I'm not going to include injury-prone players. More English Williams. Kind of like that. Any goal kickers? The Bont might get rested up forward again. Riley West averaging a goal a game. And yeah, he's been super consistent. Riley West. $4. 5 legs. Who could we take out? Maybe English just because he's versing Nank, a big strong boy. Prestia, Bramall, Williams, Riley West. Bang. Again, I'm just taking out legs because I don't want to be too greedy, even though I do like English. If you want to take out Bailey Williams, or if you wanted to take out... who was the other guy I had? Lockie Bramall. Up to you guys. Or Prestia. But $1.22 for 15 for Prestia. Alright, Suns versus North. So, do I have another token for that? I don't think I do, but we'll have a look. I need to scroll back up because kind of out of order. Bailey Scott averaging 22 posies and $1.14. I think he just missed one game. Bailey Scott. Huh? Oh, he missed 2 weeks ago. So he missed against Adelaide, was it? I know Bailey Scott is not having a great year, but he's still getting the footy. Oh, and actually, someone else who missed was Darcy Tucker. Sorry, I'm just going back to last week. There we go. Yeah, Darcy Tucker missed last week, who I do like. And he's back up to like $1.50 odds. I didn't like Darcy Tucker for... We missed Darcy Darcy Tucker at like, I think he was under $1.30 last week, or maybe he was around that price. I'm like, I like him, but not for that. I do like him for $1.48. Will Phillips, cautious, hasn't hit this year and had a stinker last game. Yeah, I think I'm going to take Bailey Scott, Darcy Tucker. Matty Rao missed last week, who I think will bounce back. Zach Fisher, after he had that sub game where he was like punished, I think he's been good. He's been okay now, but Sheasel missed. Was it his first time under 25 posies? Harry Sheasley got 24. Okay, he missed by 1 posie. That is like Matt Crouch numbers, where he's only missed once and by 1 posie. So, Harry Sheasel, $1.36. I mean, unless he's playing in the forward line. God, I hope not. I know Colby McKercher has been playing the back line as well and taking in a lot of the kick-outs, but I still like Sheasel. And LDU, what's he paying for 20? $1.07. That could just get us to our lovely $3. It is 5 legs, but I feel like LDU and Bailey Scott are just very safe. Yep, I like that one. Oh, but I don't have a thing, so I would probably do that bet. So is that our last for the Saturday? It is. So we have the... Okay, so I do like that bet, but I'm not going to place it. Things might change just depending on price, but dude, I love Sheasel at that price. I'm kind of just tempted to... Anyway, I'll do that after. I need to get this video out. So let's go to our Sunday games. So we can bet on that. Where is it? View all matches. Huh? Ah, there we go. Collingwood versus West Coast, our Sunday game. This we can use the refund. Let's go straight to 15 posies. Oh yeah, Jack Crisp is going to be playing on. He's on ball. There's no Tom Mitchell, no Jordan De Goey. He has had a very rough start to the year, but this is one of those subjective picks. Like, I feel like Pendlebury could be rested. I think Jack Crisp is just going to be so much... He's going to be doing a lot of the running, like, in the middle, in the guts. And there's no Elliot Yeo, so they don't have, like, that big brute body. I kind of really like Crisp. But yeah, not great value for someone who's 3 out of 10. That is insane. Okay, can we maybe find anyone else before we resort to Crispy? Jeremy McGovern, very short, but Alex Witherden. The thing is, it's like, I know the ball's going to be in West Coast defense a lot, but it's also... Oh, wait, there's no Jamie Elliott, is there? Is he out? You got to just be careful, because I know the obvious thought is like, yeah, it's going to be in West Coast backline a lot, but just because it is, it means like Collingwood can still be hitting up their forwards. Like, there can still be a chance where West Coast don't touch the footy. I mean, only if they're just inaccurate. Yeah, Jamie Elliott's out. Bo McCreary, Lockie Schultz. Oh, bro, huh? All their goal kickers. Wait, what's... Oh, that's... Yeah, I remember I was looking at the goal kickers and I was like, Jeremy Howe is $1.12? What the fuck? That's probably why. Huh. Okay, so we'll get back to the goal kickers, but let's go. There's no one I like for 25. Nick Dacos is a bit too short, although he'll probably get so much of the footy. Probably get like 40 possessions. What's he for 30? $1.55. I do have a 30 category on here, but I've hidden it. What if I unhide it? What is Dacos? How do you spell Dacos? Josh, Nick. 5 out of his last 10. Oh, I think he will get... I kind of like Dacos for 30 instead of Crisp for 20. This year... So, he's only missed... Well, he's missed 3. So he's 5 of 8. Not as bad. Instead of 5 of 10, he's 5 of 8 this year. He just hit 30. Oh, it's hard sometimes, these games. $1.55 though, for being 5 of 8. Oh, I like that. Oh, Maynard, he missed last week. I know he's in the back line. I need West Coast to win some of the footy. But let's go Maynard. He missed last week. I got to back him. Paddy Lipinski. Yeah, okay. So he will help be on ball as well, and in the forward line. And far out then, do we include Chris for 15? I'm just thinking, because, yeah, Witherden has hit in his last 2 games. Jeremy McGovern is averaging 20, and he will be taking kickouts. What if I do include Dacos? Ooh, that's almost at what we need it to be. And I do like Crisp. His odds are just not amazing. Okay, so we're going to include Dacos for 30. This would be my first person. This would be the first time this year we're including someone for 30. I haven't even included like Caleb Sarong. I just don't like anyone else. Jack Williams only missed once this year, but he plays for West Coast and there's no Waterman. And West Coast will kick goals. Like, I know they're versing Collingwood, but they will still kick goals. He's got Cripps before him, Darling, and then Jack Williams. He's their third. Jack Williams. For $1.40. Then if I was to take out, like, Maynard, it gets me, like, to $3, but... Maynard did miss last week. Much of a muchness, actually. It's Maynard or Jack Williams. I think I'd rather include Maynard. This is big. This is our first time we've included someone for 30 plus. I mean, if anyone to do it, it's Nick Dacos, the prodigy. Done. All right, so that's the Collingwood West Coast game done. Then we have Adelaide Brisbane. I cannot wait to watch this game. So remember, there's been a bunch of players out for Brisbane. So especially in the forward line, there's no Link, no Gardner. So that's why I kind of... We'll get into it. We'll get into the goal kickers. But let's go to the disposals where we start. Yeah, Brodie Smith and Mitch Hinge. Like, he's averaging 21. The ball will be in the back line. I mean, unless he's subbed, but he started subbed that 1 week, but you'll get refunded. $1.16 for Brodie Smith. Not bad. Bruce was great in his first game, 23-year-old who was playing a bit on the wing and on ball, but I don't like that. $1.30 for the second game. No, and he didn't hit. He had a really good quarter and then trailed off. Brisbane already have a great mid. I wouldn't include their new recruit mid. I would include their new I'm just gonna get into it. I would include their new recruit goal kicker. So I've just had a look at their team, lineups. So I just wanted to make sure he is on the interchange, and if it's a Sunday game, Shadow Brain is playing, Calamar Chi, Jackson Pryor, Harry Sharp. One of them is going to start sub. I don't think it will be Logan Morris because I feel like they would want another marking target in the forward line, especially when Eric and Joe present up the ground. So I like Logan Morris. He had 1 game and he had plenty of scoring shots too. So again, that's one that's going against the data there. And Eric Hipwood has missed a bunch too. But Logan Morris, he's probably the one new one that I'd include. Alrighty. Sweet. So let's go back to the disposal getters for this game. Oh, Mitch Hinge, 4 out of 5 in his last game. Game missed was against North. Oh yeah, so sometimes a lot of the half backers against North will miss. Ones that come to mind are Zach Guthrie missed when Geelong played North. There's another. Who else missed? Did I write them down? I know Nick Newman missed as well when Carlton played North. There was another player as well. Someone playing off halfback who usually gets... who missed. Anyway, just sometimes be careful with the halfbackers. So Mitch Hinge could well have been 5 out of 5 in his last couple of games. So I do love Hinge. Brody Smith as well. Brisbane's mid will get the ball in their forward 50. You know, whether they convert is a different story. Oh, Matty Crouch. Yeah, sometimes I gotta look at everyone first before I bet. Oh, Ryan Lester. Oh, yeah, and so no Starcevic or Ainsworth. You know what? I'm going to clear this. I think there's better options. I like Matty Crouch. The only thing is Ryan Lester doesn't, like, demand the footy. He is a great player. He will take intercept marks when he'll play great. He'll provide a switch option as well, but I just don't think he demands the ball like a Darcy Wilmot. But I mean... For that, $1.72. $1.07. And Jasper Fletcher playing on the wing, hitting his last 6 of 7. Damn, I think I'm going to go Ryan Lester, Jasper Fletcher. I've included Matty Crouch. Brody Smith for 15 as well. Mitch Hinge. And I could go the new kid. The kid, Logan, who ate a Macca's meal before his game. $1.40. Wow. Oh, there is good options here. But again, I can't bet on it until I get another one of those Neds token or I need to see how the Collingwood West Coast bet is going. But yeah, I really like Ryan Lester, Jasper Fletcher, Mitch Hinge, Matty Crouch. Look, I'm not that confident in Logan Morris, if I'm going to be honest, but so let me just do this one more time. Hinge for 20, Crouch for 25, 15. I like Lester and Fletcher. This is the insight I can provide because I fucking watch every Brisbane Lions game. Like, I'll be honest, and I can't watch every game of footy every week, but I watch every Lions game and I go to all their games. So I really like Fletcher and Lester. Can you imagine if I went to like every game and watched all the players, how many $1.70 players I could bet on? Crouch, Hinge. There we go. 4 legs at $5. Could almost be $5.50. Yeah, I really like that. Oh man, I'm almost tempted to just bet on that now. I also like Joe Danaher as well. I didn't highlight him. I also like Joe DiMaggio. Oh. But the thing is, sometimes it does get a bit concerning when you're including too many players, like over $1.50. Because I could take a break with Joe. I have been using him a lot recently. Oh, I do really like that. Anyway, that's the bet I would do, and I'm kind of tempted to... Anyway, I'm going to stop thinking on this. I need to finish this video, post it out, because I don't think it's going to come up in time before the Hawthorn game, but I'm going to shut up. Again, sorry for not being able to post of late. I've been very busy with work. I'm hoping I have to go... I'm going home to visit family this time next week, so there might be a bit of a hiccup in the video, but that should be the last hiccup. And then all of July, I'm so free. And then just after I go back home and visit... yeah, I should be fine. But let's freaking go. Thank you again for the support. Thank you for liking the post. Just remember, if you don't see this, if you see this video on Saturday, 95% of the time, there's only been one game I've missed this year where I'm posting the form guide in the YouTube community section. So if you go to my channel, go to the community section, you will see I'll post a form guide. I'll include notes who I like. I think I only missed like, I was like 3 players or something didn't hit out of the bunch I included. So I actually did pretty well on those nights, and I hope you guys did too. So I'll include those for next week. But yeah, dude, I think hopefully we got the ball rolling. I feel like we're back a little bit. So yeah, so you guys have a great weekend, and we'll do the video next week. All right, peace, bye.